There are three key elements that combine to give athletes exposure to NCAA and NAIA colleges. Number one is enthusiasm. Bring lots of energy. Number two is engage. Get on the radar. And number three is events. Show that you can play. That first ingredient for getting college exposure is enthusiasm. Finding the right D1, D2, D3, NAIA, or JUCO can be a big process, and you'll need to keep your energy strong. You control your own athletic career, and success relies on having an energized personal and family plan. How can you display enthusiasm? Here are some simple ways to show that you're enthusiastic. Be optimistic. Enthusiasm loves positivity. They feed off each other. If you're a glass half empty type of person, you'll go down the negativity spiral. Athletes need to be positive and optimistic for enthusiasm to thrive. Be passionate. Passionate people are just more interesting than people who don't care. Coaches love athletes that love their sport. Passion is what will keep your enthusiasm high even during rough patches, which we all go through. Simply put, love what you do and enthusiasm will follow. Be grateful. Always remind yourself what you are grateful for and what good things have been given to you by friends, family, and teammates. As we go through the grind of practices and workouts, it can be easy to forget about all the little things that make our sports enjoyable. Remember all the good things that you have going on in your life and be grateful for being who you are today. Be proactive. If you take control of your training, you'll feel more control over your life and of exposure opportunity. Self-starters are enthusiastic because they have a burning fire of enthusiasm inside every endeavor that they take. An energetic attitude will get you started, but you'll need to begin a relationship with college coaches. Have you emailed a coach before? It's never too late or too early to start. Here are 5 ways that athletes can successfully engage with coaches to improve exposure. Email. This is the number one tool used by coaches in the recruiting process. They read, respond, and organize information about their prospects to help them gauge how intense an athlete should be recruited. Also, coaches are usually just one of the multiple people involved in a decision. Emails are easy for coaches to share with each other. The gist is that email will be your number one priority for engaging with coaches. Phone calls. Coaches are just like you. They know that the quickest way to get interaction is through a phone call. Coaches have strict rules from the NCAA on how they're allowed to return calls, so don't get bummed if a coach doesn't call you back. The responsibility of making a call is always the athletes and not the coaches. Also, for your first call, you should always have a script ready. For instance, are you playing in a tournament soon? Did you see the team's last game? Are you introducing yourself? Your call should be short and sweet. I think a 5-minute call max is great, as you are showing that you can get right to your point, and it shows that you're respectful of the coach's time. Texting. This is a great tactic for interaction, but only after a coach knows who you are and if you're in their contact book. If you haven't spoken to a coach on the phone, then you shouldn't text them. But once you've both called and emailed the coach, an occasional text can be a nice notification for them. Online profiles. In the 21st century, an online profile is essential to getting exposure. You already have your social media profiles, but you'll need an athletic profile that can help you summarize and showcase your identity. There are many recruiting service options out there for organizing a profile. However, Exact believes in them so highly that we have partnered with FrontRush, giving them access to our behavioral training tools. To get your athlete information actively sent and shared with college coaches, we highly recommend that every high school athlete build a development profile at prephero.com. Every successful exposure strategy requires the athlete to participate in sporting events, whether they be games, training sessions, tournaments, or camps. A major challenge is that not all events are created equally. When evaluating whether an event will contribute to your exposure, here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Number 1, how many college coaches will be observing you at the event? Number 2, will college coaches be able to meet and talk with you? And number 3, is the college coach guaranteed to be watching you at the event? Now that you have your trifecta exposure strategy ready, get started today by exploring an Exact college camp at exactsports.com.